Welcome back to the Rift. Tonight, we delve into a case that is a mirror image of the baffling phenomena we call Missing 411. This specific disappearance, sent to us by one of you, proves that the pattern isn't confined to the remote wilderness. Sometimes the unthinkable happens right on the open coast. It's a chilling story dubbed The Missing Child That Time Forgot. And it forces us to confront the fact that some vanishings simply defy known laws of nature. Our focus is 6-year-old Rene Hos, a German boy whose family sought a peaceful holiday far from home in the summer of 1996. They traveled over 1,000 miles in their motorhome, landing in the quiet, rugged coastal village of Algesur, Portugal. They were looking for relaxation, but they found terror. They settled on Amorera Beach, a uniquely beautiful spot where the river meets the ocean, surrounded by dramatic black cliffs and pristine, shallow lagoons. The critical detail here is that Rene, according to his entire family, had a profound fear of the ocean. He was known to avoid the water entirely. On the evening of June 19th, after a meal, Rene, like any restless child, ran ahead of his mother, Anita, and her partner toward the sand. He takes off his clothes to play, and then he runs over a small sandy bluff, a momentary high point on the beach, putting him out of view. For a fleeting moment, a few precious seconds, the 6-year-old was alone, marking the definitive point of separation in this nightmare scenario. Anita instantly felt dread and sprinted after him, only to find the silence was complete. The boy was gone. But the evidence of his presence remained. Lying on the sand was the pile of his shirt and pants. The water was far away. The cliffs were distant. Yet Rene was nowhere in sight. And here is the fact that locks this case into the missing 411 profile. Rene's small footprints ended abruptly, directly at the abandoned pile of his clothes. There were no outgoing tracks, no signs of a struggle, no marks leading toward the dangerous incoming tide. The tracks simply stopped, as if he evaporated into thin air. His mother's quote remains the most haunting summation of the incident. It was like the earth swallowed him up. How can a 6-year-old vanish from a flat, sandy beach in mere seconds? In her shock, Anita immediately contacted the local Portuguese police, only to be met with immediate and unwarranted cynicism. The authorities initially refused to respond, claiming with absolute certainty that the boy had drowned and was now simply lost to the ocean. Imagine the mother's horror, begging for help in a foreign country, only to have the police dismiss the facts and refuse to search. Eventually, a meager 2-day land search was performed. But shockingly, a federal agent later discovered that the local department never even generated a formal incident report. No paperwork, no accountability. Rene's father, Andreas, knowing his son's fear of water, hired a coastal currents expert to challenge the police's drowning theory. The expert confirmed that due to the non-functional currents and the incoming tide that day, Rene's body would have been pushed onto the shore, not out to sea. This report, proving the boy was never swept away, was given to the police. Yet they refused to change their story or intensify the search. It was total silence and dismissal. This kind of institutional roadblock and dismissal of the facts is another pattern we often observe in the most challenging of these cases. Let's review the profile points. We have the extremely short point of separation, a matter of seconds. We have the abrupt end of tracks with no discernible trail leading away. We have the found clothing left neatly behind. And the case took place near a significant water feature, despite the boys' extreme fear of it. Furthermore, Rene was a German victim, and his father was not present, two other factors that statistically reappear in the missing 411 data. The sudden surgical removal of a person from a benign environment is what led one of my associates, a theoretical physicist, to discuss the chilling potential of portals or transient dimensional shifts. He noted that the phenomenon always occurs when the victim is just out of sight. The moment the witness turns away, never directly witnessed, Rene vanishing over that small bluff fits the rule perfectly. Years turned into decades. Rene's divorced parents, bound by grief and love, returned to that exact spot on Amorera Beach for 14 consecutive years. 14 years of searching, of hoping that the sand would give up its secret. But they were met with nothing but the same black cliffs and the cruel, empty vastness of the Atlantic. This case, like so many others, is a brutal, unanswered question, reminding us that sometimes the most profound mysteries happen where you least expect them. We must continue to document these facts. For if we can save even one family from this heartache, then every minute of the search is worth it. Be safe, be kind,